Hello, what are we in, Tuesday? Happy Tuesday, guys. I know it's 1:11 today, not 11:11 like our normal time, but we had to delay a little bit. I had a little bit of a error in the schedule. So now we're here. We're here, and it's Tuesday. As you're coming on, say hello. If this is the first time you're seeing my face pop up, comment below and tell me hi. I would love to meet you. I love new faces. Of course, like always, Gabriella is my first girl on here. Hey, Gab. I'm gonna start calling you Gab because I feel like we're on that level now. Hi, Rena. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. So guys, if you're new here, welcome to the 365-day MOJO challenge. Today is day 5 of 365 days together, where I will be going live on Facebook, on my personal Facebook page right here, and talking with you about my life, my business, how I do what I do, how I've gotten to where I've gotten, how you can eventually work with me if that's something that you want to do, or if you just want to enjoy our time together for the next year. We normally go live at 11 a.m. Eastern every day, and I would love for you to be a part of it. The vibe, hi Emily! Yeah, Gabriella. Gab is short, simple. It's like, some people say Madison Rose, and some people just say Maddie, and so it's like Gabriella or Gab. Gab. Hi Lindsay, welcome! So over the last 5 days, it feels like it's been so much longer than 5 days, you guys, doesn't it? Hi Lindsay, hi Rebecca. It feels like it's been a month. I feel like doing this together is gonna make time go by so slow, but also we're gonna get to the end of the road and be like, oh my god, it went by so fast. Hi Irina, thank you so much. Hi John, welcome. I feel like it's gonna go by so fast and so slow at the same time. Like the last 5 days, I feel like we've been doing this for a month. How about you guys? What are you experiencing? And at the same time, I'm like, oh, it's already been 5 days. Well, and also, it's making me really sink into each day that we're alive. Like, every day we're doing this, every day I get to show up. I look forward to this. Like, it has been so much fun for me. And I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Hi, Darla. Good morning. Good afternoon. It's 1:11, not 11:11 today. If I ever have a hiccup with the 11:11 normal time, I'll always post it on my personal Facebook page. So if for some reason you can't find me, check my page, see if I said I'm not going to be there at this time, I'm going to be there at this time today. It won't happen often, but sometimes there may be scheduling things, so just check the thingy. I can't believe I'm doing 365 days either, Emily. Actually, I was talking about it with my boyfriend, and he's dying laughing. I'm like, why are you laughing? He's like, I'm just imagining you be like, why did I do this? What are we doing? It's day 15 and I have 300 and something days left. Crazy. But I feel like I'm gonna grow so much. I feel like you guys are gonna grow so much. I feel like we're all gonna grow together. And I'm just so excited to see. What happens. The transformation, the journey. I'm just so excited for it. So yeah, we're in it. We are in it. We're not going anywhere. This is what happens when you make a committed decision. You make the decision and then you're all in. Especially when it's inspired action, right? This wasn't something, I told you guys, I had heard about people doing this before. And I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds awful. That sounds terrible. I would never do that in my lifetime. And then one day I'm like, what can I do to feel connected in my business again? What can I do to feel more connected with people on a daily basis? That's what I love. I love connecting with people. I love helping people. And I love helping people earn more money through joy. I love helping people find their mojo. And this is the MOJO challenge. More money through joy. Did y'all just see that? You guys saw that, right? That was crazy. That was crazy. I've been getting so many hits of inspired action since we started these lives. Yay! That makes me so happy. Guys, just by being in this energy every day, like, your life will change. I'm telling you. just by tuning in with me, vibing with me, doing life with me over the next year, like, your whole life will change. You will calibrate to my energy if you tune in every day. Like, that's just how it works. The reason why I hire mentors is not because, like, I need to know everything that they know. Now, the reason I work with people as my mentors, is because I know that just being around them, my whole life is going to elevate to where they're at. And so just being in my energy, like, multiple six figures will become your norm if you haven't already hit it yet. You may start having 10K, 20K, 30K months, 40K months, 50K months. You may start getting inspired action about what you can do to earn money through joy, right? Like, the whole vibe of this, which kind of developed on its own over the last 5 days of speaking, the whole vibe of this has truly become earning more money through joy. The first and the second day, I went on this little rant about how I think the linear system that's been designed for us by society is all kinds of mucked up. Like, we are not supposed to go to school, get a 40-year career, retire, hopefully live out life in our retirement, and then one day croak. That's not the vibe. I always felt it in my soul that that wasn't the way. I just didn't know what was the way. And now that I found the way, I'm so lit up and passionate about helping everybody live life this way. Not just work to earn money to support your life, but to have your life's work be your passion, be the thing that makes you so excited and alive, and therefore generates income for you. Like, it doesn't have to be, I have to work my booty off and hate life so that I can enjoy life over here. No. I have to work 5 days a week so that I can be miserable, so that I can enjoy 2 days a week, Saturday and Sunday, and then dread Monday morning. That's like 90% of your life, right? If you break it down, I'm sure, I think it's like, I don't know, probably 80 to 90% of your life. The 5 days a week versus the 2 days a week. So if you, well, someone can do the math on that. What's 5 out of 7? What's that percentage? I don't know. Hi Rebecca, welcome. So yeah, I mean, the weeks make up your whole life, and the weekends are like a little baby piece of it. And so if you're living your life not liking Monday through Friday, living for Saturday and Sunday, it's like, what am I doing here for 80-something% of my life? Why am I here? Like, what? This can't be it. Certainly God didn't design us to hate 5 days out of the 7 days. No. Like, the reason we're here, I talked about this yesterday, part of our purpose here, if you don't know what it is yet, it's to have a really good time and follow your joy. I don't believe that we have to suffer in order to, like, get places. I don't believe that we have to, go through hard challenges and stuff in order to experience and have a really good time here. I believe that you can love and find a way to enjoy the entire journey, and that is one of the biggest things that I'm passionate about talking about, because I have found a way to do that. And it's just so much, life gets so much better when you love what you're doing and how you're doing it, right? When I got into business, when I opened the Madison Rose brand May of 2021, I opened it because I wanted to become a millionaire all over again on my own in a way that brought me joy. I had already seen millions and millions of dollars come in yearly in a partnership. But a little part of me was like, what am I made of? What am I made of when I'm not in a partnership? What am I made of when it's just me? What am I made of when it's just me and my reflection? So many people would have stayed because it's comfortable, it's easy, it's already a multi-million-dollar company, there's already it's already done. But some part of my soul was like, but this isn't it. There's more to me to be expressed, and I'm not able to express that in this container. So I need to move. I need to move. It made no logical sense, but it was inspired action. It was that thing, that little voice that kept coming back and saying, hello, knock, knock, knock. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. Did you do it yet? Did you make the decision yet? Did you go yet? What are you doing? It's time. It's time to flap your wings. It's time to move on to the next thing. It's time to go. And every fiber of my physical self was like, why do I have to do this? why do I have to do this? Why do I have to leave? Why can't I just stay here? Everything's good. I like it. It's good. I like what I do. I'm in my life's purpose. Everything's good. But there was one part of me that was like, I wonder what would happen if. I see so many people in life, in comfortable situations, terrified to step out of them because they're terrified that they're never going to get that again. They're terrified to leave something good to get something great. That is the biggest thing that I see, the biggest reason why I see people stay stuck, if you will, is because they have a good situation and they're afraid to leave it in order to get great. Because they don't fully believe that there could be something better. They're like, no, this is all there is for me. I'm very shiny today. And so they stay. But there's also that part of their soul that's like, I wonder what would happen. Sorry. I wonder what would happen if I moved, if I did something new, if I tried something new, if I left this container, like I wonder what would happen. And sometimes they never find out because they're too afraid and they've been told like, you're good, stay where you're at, like you don't need to move, you've got everything, like why would you want anything different, you're comfortable, you have a paycheck coming in, right, everything's good. And they're like, but I don't feel alive. I don't feel like I'm doing my life's work. I don't feel like I'm in my mojo. Most people stay stuck in that because they're afraid to find out what they're made of. I don't know if it's dust or if it's angels around me. I'm going to say it's angels around me. Let's see. Emily says, over the last few days, I've realized I've been holding a lot of masculine energy for a while, and I'm aware I'm going to let that go and live with more ease and flow. Yeah. Listen, as women, if you're a woman, listen, men and women both have masculine and feminine energies in them. If you are a woman and you feel more feminine, then you feel more feminine. If you're a woman and you feel more masculine, then you feel more masculine, right? Like, everything's fine. If you feel more feminine and you're in your masculine, that's where the stuff happens. That's where the resistance occurs. Because you want to feel one way, but you're overexerting yourself in fear of the way that you're built. Versus just leaning back in how you're built and harnessing the power of feminine energy, which is so much more powerful than the masculine energy, believe it or not. Feminine money is like, ooh, $10,000 came in today. Masculine money is like, I worked 10 hours and I earned $10,000. I busted my booty and I did everything that I could and it was so hard and I stayed up till midnight, but I sold everyone into this program. Everyone came in. Maybe some of them didn't want to, but I sold them on why they should, and they're in the program, and now I earned $10,000. The feminine magic money is like, yeah, I put out a link on Facebook, and then 4 people who were perfectly aligned for me joined, and it was magical, and now there's $10,000 in my account, and I'm so excited to teach people how to do this. Both ways work. And some people gravitate towards one, and some people gravitate towards the other. And some people like buying from one, and some people like buying from the other. I prefer the feminine energy. I prefer it. I prefer to lead 90% of my life in the feminine energy and 10% in the masculine. Now, I was programmed largely to be masculine, right? Both my parents were heavily in their masculine energy. My dad, because he's my dad, he's a man, and he like thrives in masculine energy, but he's also tapped into feminine energy as well, which is really, really cool to see. But my mom was definitely in her masculine because she had to be. She was a single mom at some points in my life, and so she had to like do all the things. Like she had to provide, she had to work, she had to mother, she had to do all the things, she had to protect. And so, you know, she got caught up in that cycle, which a lot of people do, and so that's what I learned to do as well. When you are a woman and it feels really good to be in your feminine and sit back, but life is calling you to be in your masculine and you don't know how to be in your feminine when you feel like you have to do, it can get twisted. It can get difficult to do those things, right? It can get interesting. It can get all combobbled, right? Because programming would say, like, you have to do, you have to, And so it's not to say that you can't get things done in a feminine energy. You can still do things while you're in a feminine energy. But sometimes life calls you to just forget about inspiration, just forget about all the things and just get shit done. Whereas you're in your masculine. And that's fine. And there's a place and a time for both. It's just learning to understand when you're in one. Oops, I answered on accident. Then I hung up. Oopsies. I'll call them back later. So you kind of want to start understanding when you're in what and what your preference is. And there's no judgment and there's no shame. It's just wherever you feel like you're in your power is where you belong. For me, when I'm overly, sometimes I love being in my masculine. Sometimes, like when we're coming out with a new program, I'm like, yes, okay, we're gonna do this. And then I'm like, okay, I better plan it all. I better write all the things down. I'm gonna map it all out. I'm gonna delegate all the things and craft all the things. And it feels really good, and it's masculine from inspiration, and I love that. And sometimes I'm doing nothing all day. Well, I'm actually doing things, but sometimes I'll be in the hammock for 2 hours a day just dreaming and thinking about like all the things that are coming into my life, and then I'll get inspiration to go do a live video, or I'll get inspiration to do 365 days of live things, right? This is a very structured thing, and so most people would say, okay, this is a very masculine thing to do, like every single day you're structured, every single day you're showing up somewhere. It's a masculine act, but I'm doing it from a feminine energy. And there's a difference. I'm not doing this from a place of like, I have to do this because it has to work, and like other people are doing this and it's working for them, and I have to hold myself accountable because I'm not disciplined, and if I'm not disciplined then I'm not going to be successful. Like, no. None of that has to do with why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I'm having fun. It brings me joy to talk. I don't plan about what I'm talking about, I just talk. And things come out and things happen, and we create magic together over a year. It's going to be amazing. I'm doing this out of joy. I'm doing this out of fun. I'm doing this because it's pretty easy for me, to be honest. Like, this is very easy for me, and it's fun for me, and I get to connect with people, and it's a good time. I don't worry about like, what's going to be the outcome of this, or like I'm doing this because this. Like, I hope, it's my dream that this ends up reaching a lot of people, more than I can even imagine right now. And some people are drawn into my mission of helping others become millionaires through joy. And then they work with me, and then they come into the programs, and we have a fun time together. Maybe you work with me one-on-one eventually, and I can help you build a business that you love so much. Maybe that happens. But if it doesn't, like, this is for me as much as it is for you. The way that I channel best is through speaking live. And so this is actually helping me develop my channel with Source, because I'm not consciously thinking, I'm just delivering and I'm just channeling while I'm here with you guys. This isn't planned, this is just flowing out of my mouth. Blah, 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 blah. Right? So, do you see the difference? There's a dramatic difference in the two. And so learning in your life when you're in which energy, and if you want to be in that energy, or if you'd like to be in your feminine, or if you'd like to, right? It's just about understanding and learning yourself so that you can be in your joy more often, right? When I am overly masculine because I feel like I have to be, it's like, oh God, this isn't fun. Hi, Christina, you're so welcome. It's my absolute pleasure. Thanks, Lindsay. I hope that was helpful for you. So, in your life, you want to start, I think it's dust. Yeah, it's dust. Oh well. It was fun to think it was angels for a moment, but I saw that dust go up. Look at your life. Where are you in what? And I think yesterday I asked you to do the same thing, but you'll notice that it's the repetition of all of this stuff that over time will be like, I got it. It's clicked. I got it. Hi, Layla. I love your name. Oh my goodness. It's gorgeous. Just finding this. Welcome. Layla, this is the 365-day MOJO challenge. We're going to be live here at 11:11 a.m. Eastern every day. Today we were live at 1:11, but normally it's 11:11 a.m. Eastern. And I'm going to be going live for literally a year. Lots of fun to be had. And I'm going to be teaching people how to earn more money through joy. That's the overall purpose of this, helping people earn more money through joy. And it's my absolute goal in this lifetime before I croak one day to help 11,111 people become millionaires through joy. I think I'm 2 down. We've got quite a bit to go. But that's why I'm here. That's what we're doing here, and I'm so happy to welcome you. So look at your life. Where are you very masculine? Where are you in your feminine? When is it easy for you to tap into your feminine? Where do you find like you're in your masculine because you have to be? And is there a way that you could look at the situation differently so that you can lean back a little bit? Like, is there a world where you don't have to be in your masculine towards that thing? How could you lean back in that? How could you sit back in that? Maybe it's with your strategy in your business. Maybe you don't like how you've been doing business and you're like sick of it. That means you're in your masculine with it. How could you be in your feminine? When I'm tapping into the feminine in business, I sit back and say, what would I love to do today to tell people about what I do? Oh, maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that, maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that. Okay, let me go do it. This is fun. I will tell you guys a story tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you guys a story tomorrow at 11:11 a.m. Eastern about a time in life where I was very much in my masculine and where I spent 6 figures on strategies and stuff in hopes to create a $1 million business, and it absolutely slapped me in the face. I'll tell you guys that story tomorrow, I promise. I won't tell it to you today, but if you want to hear it, I'm going to tell it tomorrow, 11:11 a.m. Eastern, on my personal Facebook page. That's where we're going to have a chat about it. But for today, I really want you to anchor in and sit with like, okay, where am I forcing these things? Where am I forcing life? Where am I overexerting myself? Where do I feel burnt out? Where do I feel exhausted? That's normally an indicator of one or two things: a lack of a boundary with yourself, or you're overexerting yourself in your masculine. Meaning that you're doing it because you hope that it gets you somewhere, but you're not passionate about it, you're not excited about it, you're not feeling super aligned with it, right? What are the ways that you can sit back and say, what's a different approach? An approach that I feel excited and happy about, and I can't wait to do, right? There was a time in my business where I did sales calls, or this wasn't in the Madison Rose brand, but in the previous partnership, I did sales calls, and so people could book to my calendar. And I kid you not, guys, like I'm not gonna lie, I dreaded those calls. Like, I didn't like them. I felt like if someone didn't join the program, I lost and I was a bad salesperson. And so that made me want to like learn how to handle objections and like talk people into buying things that they weren't ready to buy. Like, it was exhausting. I absolutely didn't like it. And I was just very in my masculine, right? I wasn't leaning into my intuition. I wasn't trusting myself. I was doing things that other people told me to do, because the personal development industry is actually a very masculine industry. It's actually a very, very masculine industry. It's like A plus B equals C. If you do this and this and this, then you're going to be here. What? In what lifetime? It's more like this, not like those. You know what I mean? So there was a time where I was super in my masculine and I burnt out and I didn't like getting on sales calls. And yeah, we were earning good money, but like I didn't like how I was doing it. And when I didn't like how I was doing it, it actually blurred the lines for me, and I questioned, am I supposed to do this? Like, am I meant to do this, or is my passion something different? If you don't like how you're doing it, even if it is your passion, you're going to get confused because you don't like how you're doing it. Don't confuse the how with the what. They're different things. The what is what I love to do. The how is the vehicle that you do to get to the what. My what is helping 11,111 people become millionaires through joy. My how? I don't know how. I have no idea how it's going to happen. I'm excited to see how it's going to happen, but I have no idea how it's going to happen. No freaking clue. But I can imagine, like, oh my God, like, I don't even know how I'm going to keep track, honestly. Like, how do you even know when you've hit 11,111? I don't know. But, like, one day I could so imagine, like, someone on my team or someone on social media being like, guess what? We just crossed 11,112 people who are now earning millions through joy. Because of my ripple effect, because of something I said. Like, that gives me like the feeling like I'm about to go on a roller coaster. Like, is this even possible? I don't know how it's gonna happen. For some reason, I desire to go live for 365 days. Maybe this has something to do with it. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I just follow what leads I get. I follow it. I get it and I follow it. I get it and I follow it. I get it and I follow it. I don't ask questions. It's not our job to ask questions. It's not our job to be like, well, let's see. If I go live every single day of 2022 and into 2023, then maybe every single day it'll find 20 new people. Sorry guys, I'm seeing a bug. I don't like bugs. If I go live every single day, they're distracting, and I do this, and this, then maybe 5 people a day will find me and tell me that they want to join. Like, no. I'm not measuring this at all. I don't even know how the frick you would. Just doing it, right? Same thing when I got the intuition to, you know, leave the company I was with and create my own. Like, I was like, I don't know how is this gonna happen. What if no one finds me ever again? What if no one wants to buy from me? What if no one likes me by myself? I didn't know how that was gonna happen, but I felt it in my bones, and so I moved. I felt it in my bones, and so I moved. I felt it and so I moved. I felt it and so I moved. I feel it, I move. I feel it, I move. Marcella, I know you are. That's the thing, Marcella. On our call the other day, I was like, she's gonna be one of them. And I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I know what you'll be doing. See? I don't know how, but I know what. Emily, oh my gosh, that would make me so happy. I don't know how, but I know what. No. Yes. And that's where the magic comes in. The magic of life. This is the magic that the masculine has a very hard time. Actually, no. Masculine energy, I'll go as far to say, cannot tap into the magic of the how. Because in your masculine, you're calculated. In your masculine, you're wondering all the dots that are going to come together in order for this to happen. In your masculine, you're planning the whole freaking thing. And as a feminine woman, when you're in your masculine, trying to force how this is going to happen, you're basically saying like, hey universe, I know you're there. I know you're a million times more powerful than I'll ever be in my lifetime, but I've got this. Don't worry about it. Me and my noodle, we've got this. We don't need your help. You stay in your place. We're going to be here. You stay up there. I'm going to figure this out. I've got my helmet on, I've got my pads on, I've got my suit on, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna make this happen. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna plan the whole freaking thing. Masculine, masculine, masculine. No room for divine intervention. No room for miracles. When you're trying to plan every single thing. People ask me, Maddie, what's your morning routine? I don't know. I literally don't have one. I wake up at a different time every single day. I go to bed at a different time every single night. I always sleep 8 hours, so whenever I go to bed, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's when I'm waking up. I never have anything to do before 11 a.m. Eastern, ever. So my mornings are totally mine. Normally I'll work out, I'll eat, I'll like maybe read a book, go out back in the hammocks or whatever. But I don't have a plan. Why? I want room for miracles in my life. I want to feel connected in my life. I want to go out in nature. I want to get inspiration from things. I want to be open. If I plan every single minute of my day, when can universe say, I have an idea for you that's bigger and better than you could ever have thought of by yourself? When does that happen? When's the magic of the moment come in? It can't if you're planning every single thing like this. It can't. Now, some people say, oh, well, I do nothing, but then they're like mindlessly watching TV. And like, that's not it either, because You're consciously busy with watching something. So you're basically programming yourself with bullshit on the television. I love movies. Don't get me wrong. There's a time for it. However, to connect, you cannot be consciously busy with entertaining something else. That's the whole point of meditation and taking time to yourself. So I'll go for a walk. I'll go to the gym and listen to meditation music in my ears. At the gym, I get so many ideas. Sometimes I'm sitting there typing for like 15 minutes. So many ideas are coming to my mind. I'll go out and I'll lay and I'll look at the sky and I'll get downloads. I'll go out and I'll read a book, and while I'm reading the book through the pages, I get all these messages between the lines. But you build up that muscle, and that's when you're in your feminine. That's when you can get that inspired action that's bigger and better, and going to do things that are bigger and better than you ever imagined. You may not know how it's going to work out. You may not know why you're doing this, but you got the download, you got the direction, and now you take it. Like, I look at myself as a servant of the universe. I'm a servant of God. Yeah. I have my own power, but I understand that my power is Source's power within me. And that without that, I wouldn't have this. So I like to say, what's your idea? Tell me, please, I'm waiting. I'm gonna go on a walk today, give you time to communicate with me. I'm gonna go in my hammock today and give you time to communicate. I'm gonna go shower 5 times today. Oh, I love a good hair wash, guys. Amazing. I'm gonna go get my hair done today so you can communicate with me while I'm basking in the salon chair. Lindsay says, do I listen to my life script at all? Yes, I do. When I feel excited to. So if I'm on a walk, sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to listen. Pop it in my ears. When I'm on my hammock, sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to remember where I'm going. Let me pop it in my ears. I actually have to redo mine, which is very, very, very exciting. But my life script is nothing but things that make me happy. And I actually, are you in Manifestation Bible, Linz? In Manifestation Bible, I teach you how to create the life script. And if you take the manifestation quiz and you are a scripter, then you'll get the life script thing as well. We have a free quiz. We'll pop it below in the link in the comment section for you guys. It's a free quiz. And you go through it and you find out what kind of manifestor you are. There's the scripter, the visualizer, the manifestor, and the ranter. So there's 4 different manifestation types that I've received. And so we have a quiz. If you want to take that, ask for the link in the comments and we'll send you the quiz so that you can take that and see, and then you'll get a training on how to do that thing. But in addition to that, there's the Manifestation Bible, and in there teaches you how to do the life script as well. And so I have to redo that training, actually. The next time we run Manifestation Bible, I will probably redo a few of the modules because I've just grown so much since I've made that program and have different things and different ways of doing things that are even better than before. So when we redo that program, I'll add modules. But nonetheless, my life script is something that makes me happy. It makes me happy. I listen to it. Like, it's not super calculated. It's not super structured. There's a theme of today's call. I am not a masculine energy person, okay? But in my life script, it's just things that make me happy. Even if if you love cake and the whole time you listen to your life script, you talk about cake, then it's going to do what it's supposed to do. It's going to make you happy and in your joy and in your vibe and in your mojo. More money through joy, MOJO. And it's going to do its job. If you listen to your life script and it's like, by October 1st, I'm going to have 500,000 in my account. And by October 5th, I'm going to find my soulmate. And by October 10th, I'm going to have clear skin. And by this day, it's like, oh, how could I live? For me, that doesn't make me happy. For me, that makes me like, oh my God, life is heavy. Life is structured. Life is too much. I don't want this. It clogs my pipes. Doesn't open my pipes. It clogs the shit out of them. It doesn't mean that that's not possible. It just means that that is not what I tell myself to get myself in my mojo. It's not it. I have no dates in my life script. No dates. I don't work with dates, really. They clog me up. But if they open you up and they get you excited, then they work for you. Okay, going on a tangent here. Today, your play work is to look at your life and see, where am I overly exerting myself? Where am I heavily in my masculine? Where can I lean back a little bit? Where can I kind of like take my foot off the pedals? Like where can I just coast a little bit and leave room? Maybe you look at your life today and you say, can I leave room for inspiration? Is my day so calculated that I have no room to communicate with God? Can I open that window a little bit for myself? Can I open that window? Can I give myself a window in every day? Maybe you plan it, that's fine. Where you go and you have 30 minutes of no plan. Like maybe the plan is you have 30 minutes of no plan. And you just go out for a walk and you go out on a hammock, or you go swimming, or you go, I don't know, to a spa, or you whatever, meditate, listen to music, take a little nap, like whatever it is. Where in your life can you leave room to communicate with Source, with God, with the universe, so that you can receive this feminine inspired action in your life? That is it for today. If this video was helpful for you guys, I would love for you to share it. You can share it, you can take a picture of me. If you do take a picture of me, I ask that you take a video or a boomerang, because some of you have been tagging in pictures on Instagram and I'm like, and I won't repost those. So if you want me to repost your picture, take a video or like a boomerang or something, and I'll be happy to repost it. I have a lot of expressions on my face, so yes, thank you in advance. But if you want to share it, if you thought this video was helpful, I would absolutely love it. We're just in the vibes. If this is helpful, if this is aligned, go ahead and share it. If no, then I still love you so much. But if you feel like to share it, or tag someone in the comments below where you're like, oh my gosh, you're always in your masculine, watch this video. Or we were just talking about this today, watch this video. That would be absolutely amazing, so that we can touch people, reach people, right? If this impacted you, maybe it will impact someone that you know and love, and I would so appreciate that if you shared. At the end of the month, we're going to put all of the names from the people who shared in a bucket or a hat. I haven't decided yet. And we're going to draw a name. If there's like over 20 shares, 30 shares, then we'll pick 2. If there's under, we'll pick 1. And we'll send you a gift in the mail. My team will get with you. We'll send you a fun, vibey gift from the Madison Rose team. And we're just going to have so much fun together. Okay, that is it for today's live, like the teaching vibey part. I'm going to now move into talking about a program that's coming up. What's today, the 20th? So on September 22nd, a brand new program under the Madison Rose brand is launching. It's called Universal Law Academy. Some of you are already in it. I'm so excited. It is a 12-module program. So it's a 13-day program. There's 12 modules. You get the replays for a year or until the next time we do the program. You do not have lifetime access. And that's because this program specifically is going to rerun every year, I'm thinking, until I'm like, okay, it's perfect. I don't need to run it anymore. So the program is $333 for a year of access. What else do I want to tell you? Essentially, what it will help you do is understand the universal laws in order to create magic on Earth. So what I have found, especially as a businesswoman, when you're leaning it more into your feminine, it's easier to do that when you know what you're working with. When you don't know the magic of the laws that you're working with, it's hard to work with them. Right? Like, I only knew the masculine way for a long time. And so when people said things like, lean back and trust, I was like, what the? Trust in what? Like, what are you talking about? What do I trust in? I don't even know what's up there. Because a big man with a gray beard, and he's like, perfect. He's just like got this halo around him. Like, who am I talking to? Why am I talking to it? What's happening? Like, didn't understand. Like, didn't understand the law of attraction, didn't understand the law of vibration, the law of rhythms, transmutation of energy. No idea about what any of that stuff was. And so it was very interesting for me to tap into the power of those things because I didn't know what they were. It would be like having a map and not knowing how to read it. It's like, oh, great. I have access to the map, but how the heck do you read this thing? If I don't know how to use this, then I can't use it. And so there are 12 universal laws that govern over our world here, that God's source uses to co-create with us in the world. And we're not taught about them in schools, and it's an absolute shame. But once I understood them, then I was like, oh, okay. I know I can lean back and trust because I know what I'm trusting in. I know the law that correlates with this. I know why I'm doing this. When you tell someone to lean back and trust and they do not understand the laws, it is like telling someone to get from Atlanta to Nashville with a map that they don't know how to read. They're never going to get there. They don't know how to read the map. How are you going to get there? You can't. You don't know how to read. You don't know what the numbers mean. You don't know what the streets mean. You have no freaking clue. So how is it going to happen, right? This is that, but when it comes to co-creation in our life. Once you understand the 12 universal laws, it's like, okay, I've got the rules to the kingdom. Like, I've got the playbook, I've got the guide, I've got the blueprint. I've got it. I know what I'm doing. I know the map. I know if I need to get from A to point B, I know which ones I'm working with. I know how to harness them and tap into them. So that program starts on September 22nd, and you'll have a year access. What else comes with that? There will be a live Q&A at the end for questions. Each module, I'm guessing, will probably be anywhere from 45 minutes to 90 minutes, depending on the law that we're talking about. And you'll be in a high vibey, fun Facebook group with other people that are in the program. And yeah, that's our September program. So if you want the link for that, comment below. Myself or my team will give you the link to Universal Law Academy. If you've been around for a while and you know that I have a lot of programs, because I do. Normally there's one that runs every 4 to 6 weeks. And if you want a year access pass to all the programs, we have Inner Circle. So that means you don't have to worry about what program's coming next. You're just in all of them. And there's a year-long payment plan for that as well. I believe right now the Inner Circle is only $8,000 for the year. And the value in Inner Circle is over $20,000. Yeah. The value in Inner Circle is over $20,000, and I believe right now for a year in it, it's $8,000. So if you want the link to Inner Circle so that you're in all of the things throughout the year with me, then comment below and we'll send you the link for that as well. Okay. Happy Tuesday. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Wednesday at 11:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, be well. God bless. I love you guys so much. I'm having the time of my life doing this with you guys. See you soon. Bye.